an 89X sports presentation.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and in, and it's good! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes just won the AIA Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Your CBD store on Broadway, just off the square in Lincoln. The State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative. The United Way of Logan County. And by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.
And welcome inside the Thomas A. Gaston Arena here across town, Lincoln, as the Lincoln College Lynx have traveled to take on the LCU Lady Red Lions. I'm Spencer Davis. I'm joined by Adam Hoffman. Adam, we weren't able to broadcast the last ladies game, but can you tell us what happened over at Judson?
Yeah, it was a tough game, and we came away with another loss. Clea Montero added another double-double of the season. Gorham scored pretty well, but we just couldn't come away with the win at the end here, but looking to get back on the right track here at LCU.
Yeah, and it seems like the story of the season so far for these Lady Lynx is they put up a solid amount of points. It's just they can't limit the other team's scoring.
And we're playing really good teams, too. I mean, that has something to do with it. We haven't really had a full squad for a long time yet. You know, we had to start out the season with 3 games without, a majority of the starting lineup, and then they had to just jump back in real quick. And just haven't really had enough time to form enough chemistry yet to really get in the win column to where we really need to be.
And the Lady Red Lions are coming into this game 3-2. They dropped their last 2, however, and they lost their last game 65-43. A lot of great stats there from the Red Lions, though.
Yeah, they come in averaging, about 59 points per game. 4 girls of theirs come in averaging over 10 points. And, they started off the season real hot. They had 3 straight wins, and then they had a game get canceled to COVID, and then 2 straight losses after that. So they're looking to get off to a good start as well. I mean, their season is still very young, just like ours, only 5 games on the season. So they're going to have to really play hard against this Lady Lynx team, and we're going to have to play really hard to defend them as well.
So what would you say your keys for the game are today? What do the Lynx have to do to come home with the win?
I think we need to force the Lady Red Lions to shoot some threes. They only average about 6 made threes per game, which isn't great. It's not bad, but it's not great. They do like to pound the ball inside. They have Jordan Price down low with 12 points per game and 10 rebounds, so they're a very good rebounding team. And I think our strong suit is rebounding, of course. I think Montero's going to have to come in and have a pretty monster game for us today. Yeah, it's really going to be fun to watch the Montero-Price battle because it seems like that's where the majority of their stats are, is those rebounds and points. Yeah, that's definitely going to be whoever comes away with the most rebounds in this game, I think, is going to end up winning this ball game. And very young season, like I said, but, it would be a great win for either team to pick up.
Yes, it's going to be a great game. Teams are just starting to wrap up warm-ups here. So we're going to take a short break here for the national anthem, and we'll come back with the starting lineups. You're listening to Lincoln Lynx basketball on WLNX.
Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7, and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo. CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is the governing body of small college athletics. The The NAIA prides itself on character-driven intercollegiate athletics as it instills its 5 core values of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership in all of its student athletes. For more information, log on to NAIA.org.
State Bank of Lincoln is now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities that they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations, while still providing you the community banking experience that you expect. Their commitment to a personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Discover why Lincoln College is growing. Lincoln College offers a private education at a public university cost in a diverse, welcoming environment. Students enjoy personalized attention in the classroom as well as plenty of clubs and organizations to round out the college experience. With bachelor and associate degree options, generous scholarships, and now 4-year intercollegiate athletics, it's no wonder why students are choosing Lincoln College. LincolnCollege.edu.
Now is the time for change. Now is the time to learn with and from each other. Now is the time to take action. Join your neighbors for the United Way of Illinois Equity Challenge to gain a deeper understanding about the impact inequality has on our community. Because united, we can create a stronger community. We accepted the challenge. Will you? Text 21-WEEK to 41444 to learn more.
And welcome back inside the Thomas A. Gaston Arena. You just heard the end of the national anthem, and now it's time for the starting lineups. Adam, what do we have?
For the visitors on the scoreboard, we have the Lady Lynx. We're starting number 0, Santavia Grant. Number 1, Janice Willis. Number 3, Autumn Gorham. Number 12, Kalia Montero. And number 33, Blessings Casey.
And then for the Red Lions.
For the Lady Red Lions, we're starting number 5, Jordan Price. Number 10, Lexi McClure. Number 20, Michaela Rosenberry. Number 21, Audrey Hennison. And number 32, Michaela Smith.
And as you talked about on the pregame, Red Lions have 3 double-digit scorers in their starting lineup.
Yeah, it's Jordan Price, Lexi McClure, both averaging 12 points per game, along with Michaela Smith. And then, Avery Seidel, who's coming off the bench for them, also averaging in double digits. So, it's going to be a tough game for us. Hopefully we come out with the right energy and, we can really get on the scoreboard early. And I do have a little bit of a correction. It is Ayanna Slaughter getting the starting lineup, not Janice Willis today. My apologies. But, Spencer, you have a player to watch either team here to start the game.
I think it's going to be a Montero-Price battle for the most of this game here, as long as both of them stay out of foul trouble. Rebounds and points is what it's going to come down to for both of these teams.
Yeah, it's definitely, hopefully it's a good game. I'm really hoping for a really good Lady Lynx performances. We have come out flat in the past, but I think tonight is the night to where we really get the season back on track and, just getting back in that win column, get our second win of the year. Hopefully, start a run for this Lady Lynx team.
Yeah, I think energy is always the thing for these Lady Lynx. If they come out with great energy, it can be a lot of fun to watch. So we are just about to tip it off. It's going to be Price and Montero jumping for the respective teams. So let's get it started. Price wins the tip. Ball loose immediately, and a tie-up and a jump ball here. Not the actual jump ball. We already did that.
You don't really see that often. The 4 seconds got off the clock there, but it was an immediate jump ball. So now Sylvia Grant is going to get to jump up as she's standing at, I'm pretty sure, about 5'4".
Jumping against Rosenberry here. So Grant and Rosenberry will jump, and Rosenberry controls that one.
We're starting off on a fun track here. That was a good, nice moment to start the game.
Lynx in a 2-3 zone to start their defensive possession. Rosenberry left wing. Smith, top of the key, swings over for McClure. McClure gets into the high post. Kick out Rosenberry. Left wing had to dribble. Smith drives the lane. Pull up Jay. No good off the rim. Montero with the rebound.
It's good to see them force an outside shot here at the beginning of the game. Don't let them go bread and butter inside.
Slaughter will bring it up the floor. She gets it into the post for Casey. Casey takes a power dribble, but walks beforehand.
It was a good move there from Casey, but it's just too many steps before she really took a dribble. She took a nice power dribble, but by that time she's already by the basket and took too many steps.
Smith walks it up the floor here for the Red Lions. She gets out of right wing McClure. McClure dribbles left, high post. Henningsen puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded Gorham. Gorham will push it up the floor for Grant. Grant now pushing on the right side. A little bit of contact. Puts it up. No good. Gorham offensive rebound. Dribbles out. Casey. Jumper from the key. Yes.
It's good to see Blessed Casey get a lot of touches here early. I personally didn't know she had that little jump shot in her repertoire, but that's a nice free throw line jumper. An easy basket.
Beautiful shot there. Smith now high post. Henningsen kicks out. McClure tries to go baseline. Instead dribbles back out. Smith thought about a three. Rosenberry will shoot the three from the left wing and buries it.
Yeah, like I said, they don't make too many threes per game. Only 6 made per game, but, if they can get going here early, that'd be great.
Grant, great full court pass to Montero, who can't quite finish, and now Price with the rebound. Price will dribble it up. Over to Henningsen. Stops. Back out Price. Price drives left hand. Swings out. McClure drives instead. Euro step. Foul's called. Travel, excuse me.
It seemed like the way that was going, it was going to be a foul. Because there was kind of like a swipe by her face, and she really sold it, but now they're going to call the travel. I don't really know if it was before she made her move or when she picked up the dribble or not.
Gorham has the ball now on the left side. Guarded by Rosenberry. Gorham kicks out Grant. Right wing three-pointers up. Pure.
That's good to see Cecilia Grant confident from the three-point line here early. She's been pretty cold from the three-point line as of late, but good to see her get going.
5-3 is the score in favor of the Lynx with 7:45 to play here in the first quarter. Henningsen gets tied up with Slaughter. Great defensive play by Slaughter.
Yeah, it was great help defense. Blessing Casey kind of moved her right into Slaughter, and Slaughter's just right there with quick hands.
Lynx will get a possession after losing two jump balls, and Gorham has it left side. Shooter, no good there from the left wing, and now Price will bring it up the floor. Red Lions running with some tempo. Price crosses over, stops the free throw line, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Gorham. Lynx now will push it the other way. Gorham crosses over, stops, pull up Jay, no good. Rosenberry with the rebound.
Yeah, you usually see Gorham hit those pull-up jumpers like that, but just a little short on that one.
McClure stops and pops from the baseline, no good, but offensive rebounded by Rosenberry.
This is a nice tip out there to get them a fresh 20 on the shot clock.
McClure, right wing, swings out Smith. Back to Henningsen. Rosenberry, three-pointer from the left wing. Back iron, no good. Montero gets it knocked out of her hands, but Gorham will come up with it. She'll just pass it back to Casey. Good hustle by the Red Lions there. The Lynx will retain possession. Slaughter goes behind the back, dribbling around on the right side. Crosses over, keeps going right. Puts up a finger roll and in. Nice possession.
That was a really nice play there from the Lady Lynx. They set it up like there was going to be a lot of passing around the perimeter, and then Slaughter just took it herself. It was a nice fake.
7-3 now is the score with 6:30 to play here in the first quarter. Lynx are leading. Rosenberry to McClure on the left side. McClure dribbles back out. Rosenberry back to McClure, who dribbles right. She kicks to Smith. Smith going left. McClure right wing three-pointers up and spins out. Ball loose. Still loose. Rosenberry offensive rebound. Montero guarding. And Rosenberry misses her shot. Gorham with the rebound.
That was good defense there from Montero, just going straight up. No need to foul.
Gorham, hesitation move, pulls out, sets up the offense for the Lynx. Gorham looking for a double screen. Instead just drives right, absorbs contact, puts it up. Blocking foul is called.
That was a great take there from Autumn Gorham. Just drawing that defense in to make them attack her early, but she's really good just drawing contact and going to the free throw line.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations while still providing you the community banking experience you expect. Their commitment to personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Gorham's first goes in and out. Coley, Flournoy, and Weathersby is going to check in for Gorham after the second free throw.
So Gorham will line up her second free throw. Second one, front iron, backboard, and in. 8-3 is the score. And Weathersby does check in here for Gorham.
That was great minutes for Gorham early. She really controlled the tempo to start this game out.
Bit of a press put on here by the Lynx. They'll get it into Smith. Smith guarded by Flournoy. Smith going left, spins, goes all the way to the basket and in, coast to coast there by Smith.
Yeah, no one decided to pick her up. She just kind of weaved her way all the way through the Lynx defense.
Grant crosses up. Henningsen kicks out. No look pass for Weathersby. No good. Montero is right there for the offensive rebound up and in.
I mean, who else would be there for an offensive rebound? Not other than Clea Montero, just right in the perfect spot. You could say that was a pass for Weathersby. It didn't hit anything.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass right in Montero. It looked like a pass. Smith on the left side, crosses over, goes right behind the back. Now gets Price. Price dribbles through the legs, goes left on Bancoli, puts up, blocked by Bancoli. And it goes out of bounds off the Lynx. Possession will stay with the Red Lions.
Yeah, Bancoli got burnt there on that cut, but then she comes back and just says, not today, and blocked that one out of bounds.
5:08 to play here in the first quarter. Lynx leading 10-5. McClure gets it into Smith, swings around the perimeter now. Price gets it to McClure. McClure pops a tray from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Henningsen, who got held on the rebound. Foul will go on Grant.
Actually, I think they're going to give it to Flournoy. And it was just for, like I said, off that rebound. He just kind of held her arm. That's going to be a foul every time.
McClure inbounds. Montero knocks it out of bounds. Still with the Red Lions. Good play there by Montero.
Yeah, Montero didn't like him passing it in from that side, so he just tips out of bounds on the other side.
McClure inbounds to Smith. Now Rosenberry gets it into McClure. Swings out now. Henningsen, Price going left, drives the lane, kicks out McClure. McClure goes right, gets it over to Henningsen. Henningsen walks, and the ball will go to the Lynx.
It's that same play, Spencer, that we talk about all the time. It seems like every time someone gets it on the wing, they decide to just move without dribbling. We see in these women's games especially, we see about maybe 10 of them a game, it seems like.
Seems like that's one of those fundamentals, is dribbling before you go with it. The ball gets knocked out of bounds by the Red Lions. We'll stay with the Lynx. Flournoy will inbound for the Lynx. 10-5 is the score here still. Lynx leading. Grant has it, middle of the floor. Stripped away by Smith on the high post. Bancoli kind of knocks it loose. Up to Henningsen. Henningsen has it on the right side on a break here. Good defense there by Weathersby to cause a missed shot.
Yeah, just going straight up, just making the idea of blocking a shot, but she doesn't even come close to it.
Grant lobs it into the post for Bancoli, puts it up and in. Very little resistance there.
Yeah, when Bancoli has such a height advantage down low, I mean, you got to take advantage of it. Just lob it over the defense. She's going to get an easy touch.
Lynx still in that 2-3 zone. Smith swings over Rosenberry. Rosenberry on the right wing. Back over to Smith. High post kick out to Price. Price absorbs contact on the baseline drive, and it is a foul on Bancoli.
Yeah, that's kind of what Bancoli does when she kind of gets burnt backdoor. She results into fouling instead of just giving up the easy layup, which is good. I mean, you don't want to give up any easy layups. Make them earn it at the free throw line.
It's only Bancoli's first, so good foul given there. Seidel will check in here for the Red Lions as Price goes to the free throw line for a couple free throws. First one is good. And Willis checks in here for Grant. 12-6 is the score. Lynx leading. Price gets a second free throw, which is coming up. 3:57 to play in the first.
We haven't really seen only 3 fouls combined, both teams. Usually at this point in the quarter, they're in the bonus by now. But good defense from both teams. Not resulting in fouling at all.
Very clean game thus far. Both teams seem to be running kind of zone defenses, which a lot of times results in less fouls.
Mm-hmm. Not as physical with that zone defense.
Price's second is good as well. 12-7 now is the score. Weathersby gets it on the right side. One-handed pass up the court, and it's taken away by Seidel, who dribbles it out of bounds. Lucky break there for the Lynx.
That was a good look ahead there from Weathersby. It just a tad too late on that pass. It was very baited from the defense.
Little officials timeout there. Get back to play here. Willis inbounding. Gets it to Flournoy. Ooh, good little rip through there. Crosses over, goes left. Absorbs contact. Foul's called on the ground on Seidel. So no shot. Lynx will inbound from the baseline.
Yeah, it was a good take there from Florina. Just, she ripped through, like you said, and just easy to the basket. They had to result in a foul, or else it would have been a basket.
Willis inbounded to Bancoli, who wasn't really looking. Now the Red Lions have a 3-on-2 break. McClure kicks out. Good read by Willis. Knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, very good read. Like you said, just knew exactly that she was, turn around, try to pass it to the corner for the three, but, very, very good heads-up defense there from Willis.
McClure looking to find anyone to inbound it to. Gets it into Price, who gets doubled. She takes one dribble, one-handed pass behind the basket, finds a member of her team that's open. Price now high post. Gets it out for Smith. Rosenberry left open on the three-point line. She drills that one.
Yeah, we're going to start having to pay more attention to Rosenberry on the wing like that if she's going to make threes at a consistent rate that she is. I believe that's her second or third of the ball game. I mean, we just got to be better on the perimeter.
Flournoy tries to respond. Back iron, no good. Rosenberry, Montero get tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Rosenberry.
Yeah, I don't know about that one on Rosenberry. That was a very... It's not like Montero really had position down low. She's attacking a loose ball, just like Rosenberry was. I guess got too much arm.
So the foul goes on the Red Lions. Lincoln is trying to inbound. Willis trying to find someone. And a 5-second call right there. Great defense by the Red Lions.
Yeah, really good defense by the Red Lions. We're going to take a timeout here for Coach Crawford, so we're going to take a timeout as well. This is Lincoln College basketball on WLNX.
Benefits of quitting tobacco begin within 20 minutes. Within 24 hours, your chance of a heart attack decreases. Whether it is smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, we know it is hard to quit. Let Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital help. We are offering free one-on-one sessions with our on-site specialists to help you quit tobacco products. Yes, quitting tobacco can be a challenge, but it's one of the best things you can do for your health. Quitters always win, and you can too. Call 217-605-5111 for more information.
And welcome back to Lincoln, Illinois, but not the Jack D. Nutt Arena. This is the Thomas A. Gaston Arena on Lincoln Christian University's campus. Got a great game going right now. Lady Lynx leading 12-10 with 3:11 to play here in the first quarter. Adam, great basketball being played.
Yeah, both teams playing really disciplined on the defensive end. I mean, not a ton of scoring, but, just really good defense played by both teams.
Lynx now incorporating a full court press. Rosenberry gets past Bancoli going right. She dribbles out of the drive. Pump fakes, swings over Price. Smith now. She goes behind the back, drives the lane. Seidel, three-pointer from the left corner, no good. And Flournoy has the rebound, and she'll push it up the court. Even break, 3-on-3, Weathersby. Weathersby kicks out. Willis thought about a three. Pull-up J. Got it. Smooth shot there by Willis. First points as a Lynx.
Yeah, that was a good play there from Willis, noticing that the defense kind of sucked inside, and then just takes one dribble inside the three-point line, gets an easy jumper.
Smith pushes it all the way at the floor and then dribbles out of that drive. Smith now top of the key. Seidel left wing. Looking to find someone. She goes right. Absorbs some contact. Now Smith goes left. She spins. She almost gets it ripped away. They're going to call a foul instead. And the basket, I believe, will count.
Yeah, it seemed like the shot came well after the initial foul, but, maybe they're just saying, just body contact is going to get it every time, but I don't know. It seemed like that one was a little bit of a continuation to me.
Yeah, I thought Flournoy had her hands on the ball, but I guess she made a little bit too much contact with the offensive player.
Yeah, maybe she did have her hands on the ball, but then came out and it was more of an arm when she was shooting. I don't know. I didn't get quite as good of a angle on it as, of course, as the official did.
Slaughter, Gorham, and Lawrence check in here for the Lynx as Michaela Smith is at the free throw line to convert the end one, which she does. Lynx still leading 14-13, 2:15 to play in the first. Slaughter left side. Gets around the trap. She kicks out. Willis, three-pointer is up from the right wing. Back iron, no good. Ball is loose. Price goes down, McClure goes down and travels after the rebound.
Yeah, it was good hustle there for McClure to get that rebound, but like you said, just kind of rolled over with the ball. It's going to be a travel every time. If they don't call that a travel, it's kind of, that's needs to go back to referee school if you don't call that one.
Gorham will have it for the Lynx. She dribbles over to the right side, setting up the offense. Guarded by Seidel. She's looking to get it into the post. She gets Willis at the high post. Willis drives the basket, and she travels. Willis looked a little confused. She looked torn to shoot, and she also looked to pass there at the same time.
Yeah, she had it open. Free throw line jumper. She should have just taken it there. She tried to force it inside, and that's when you get caught.
Seidel will be picked up by Gorham full court. Gorham. Defensive intensity. Pokes it away. Stays with the Red Lions. Good defense by Gorham.
Yeah, Gorham just taking some time off the shot clock and then just pokes that one out of bounds. It seems like that's going to be a good matchup for Gorham. She's going to have to try to get some steals here.
Seidel going to the basket now. Lawrence with a block. Montero now with the rebound. Gorham will push it up the floor here for the Lynx. Gorham Euro steps, gets some contact, and travels instead. I guess it was a little too much of a Euro step.
Yeah, it was like a Euro gather step, and I guess, it looked clean, but, I mean, maybe she just took an extra step in between.
Seidel harassed by Gorham. McClure bringing it up instead. No one picking up McClure. Rosenberry now on the right side. She's open on the right wing. She kicks out. Seidel guarded by Gorham. Here is McClure. Slaughter guarding her. McClure goes right. Rosenberry right corner. Seidel right wing. She's looking to pass. McClure goes to the basket, puts it up over two Lynx, and a charge is drawn by Slaughter. Great defensive play there.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play. Slaughter was right there, just absorbed the contact. Probably hurt the backside just a little bit, falling down on that one, but it was a nice heads-up defensive play there from Slaughter.
Just about a minute left here in the first quarter. Lynx leading 14-13 here at LCU. Slaughter on the left wing, guarded by Rosenberry. Gets it into the post for Montero. She gets doubled. She puts it up, but it's good.
That's something the Lynx need to go to as well. I mean, doing a great job stealing off the defender. Just got to get the pass inside, and that's money every time.
Here is Price. Price guarded by Lawrence. She goes left. She puts up a shot, and she gets fouled, and she will head to the line.
It was a good take there from Price. Just being aggressive going to the basket. They got to foul or else she's going to get a layup.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, who reminds you the benefits of quitting tobacco begins within 20 minutes. Whether it's smoking, vaping, or chewing tobacco, we know it's hard to quit. Let Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital help. Quitting tobacco can be one of the best things you can do for your health. Quitters always win. Call 217-605-51114 for more information.
Yeah, 1 and 2 there from Price. Final 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Lynx still leading by 2. Gorham tries to find Montero off her hand. Willis gathers it and puts it in. Good deflection there by Montero.
Yeah, well, what a quarter Willis is having. Really her first game that we've seen her play, and she's gone off. That's probably about 6, maybe 7 points for her in this first quarter.
Shot clock turned off with 20 seconds to play. Lynx up 4. Here is Rosenberry. She gets it over Seidel, guarded by Gorham. Price hands off Smith, who goes right. Back to Seidel. Thought about a 3. She does shoot the 3. Puts it up, banks it in with 7 seconds left. The Lynx trying to get the ball going here. Gorham will have it, and they're just going to dribble out the clock here as the quarter ends. Lynx leading 18-17. We are going to take a little break here for the quarter. Make sure you tune back in. You're listening to Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. More than just an office you pass by driving through town. Neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community. Contact your local Country Financial representative, Michelle Bauer, today at 211 South Main in Lincoln. Call 217-735-9705 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
And welcome back to Lincoln Christian University as the Lady Lynx are leading on the road right now, 18-17. Just getting ready to start the second quarter. Adam, great first quarter by the Lynx.
Yeah, it was. It was a very fast-paced game for the most part. I mean, not a lot of scoring, of course, but, we're getting up and down the floor, trying to score in transition as much as we can, and that's really kind of our problem on the defensive end as well. We're getting up pretty much a lot of points in transition. We had that full-court press going in that first quarter. It seems like LCU's breaking it pretty easily. We only got, I think, maybe 1 5 count maybe, but other than that, they're breaking it too easy almost.
Shanice Willis with some great points off the bench here for the Lynx, getting her first minutes.
Yeah, I mean, she's been great. A lot of a lot of energy coming off the bench, and, she's knocked down a couple jumpers and, just gone to the basket hard, just being really aggressive out there, and it's rubbing off on the other players as well.
Lynx will send out Willis, Gorham, Slaughter, Montero, and Lawrence to start the second quarter. And the Red Lions will send out Smith, Seidel, Price, Henningsen, and Rosenberry.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Nia Lawrence either. I mean, she's been playing in all the games that we've called, Spencer, but, not a lot of minutes for Lawrence. But she's also, provided a lot of energy on the defensive end. Just staying with girls and just getting a lot of defensive rebounds.
Lynx are just an energetic bunch. Here's Seidel. She will go right. Smith guarded by Willis. Gets it into Price. Gets knocked away by Lawrence, but a foul is called. I believe that will go on Lawrence. I thought that was more ball than body, but...
Yeah, I think it just looked a lot worse than it was. She came over the top, trying to hit the ball out. So it probably was a lot of ball, but just, it looked so bad coming across her arms like that.
Willis knocks it back out of bounds. Red Lions maintain possession. Lynx doing a great job of making it difficult to inbound. Seidel bounce passes to Smith in the post. She does a little turnaround fade. No good. Lawrence rebound. Slaughter will push it up the floor. 2-on-2 break here. Slaughter spin move. Puts it up with the right hand. Yes. Nice shot there by Slaughter.
Yeah, with that spin move, she just sealed off the defender, and no one was there to pick her up after the spin.
Links up Shanice Willis with a steal. She will go right. 1-on-2. Puts it up and in. Basket counts. Big time play.
Yeah, Willis is playing very, very good. And, she came off the bench in this game. Might need to come in that starting lineup after this one. It's just, she's been so aggressive on the defensive end, trying to get steals in the backcourt. She's the head of our press, and then just being aggressive on the offensive end, just going to the basket as hard as she can.
Willis looking to convert the and one with 9:27 to play here in the second. She does. Lynx up 23-17 now. Henningsen almost gets that pass stolen away by Gorham. Now Seidel will push it up the floor here for the Red Lions. She slows it back down. Guarded by Gorham. Gorham really putting some pressure on. Slaughter now picks her up. Almost picks Seidel's pocket. She'll get trapped in the corner. Instead, she throws it back in bounds. Stolen by Slaughter. Contact and a foul called on Smith.
That was a great trap there from Gorham and Slaughter. Just trapping in the corner. That's a danger zone on the basketball floor. Never dribble into a corner, especially when you got two people following you. And, just Seidel just fell for the trap right there and gave the ball up.
Lady Red Lions looking to do the same play. Slaughter tries to get into Lawrence, but it's stolen away. Now Price will have it. She slows down the drive again. Teammates wanted her to throw it up the floor to Seidel, but I'm not sure that would have been open. Henningsen drives, kicks, stolen by Willis. Willis looks like she'll get an uncontested layup, puts it up left-handed and in. And a timeout taken by the Red Lions, and we will do the same. This will be a 30-second timeout. So with 8:48 to play, Lynx leading 25-17. You're listening to Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7, and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo.
And welcome back inside the Thomas A. Gaston Arena. The Lady Lynx have traveled across town to take on these LCU Red Lions, and the Lynx are leading 25-17 after a couple of big plays by Shanice Willis.
Yeah, she's just been everywhere on the defensive end, getting a lot of steals, and then just being aggressive on the offensive end. Go to the basket at will.
Smith keeps going left, and she gets fouled. I believe they're calling a blocking foul on Gorham.
Yeah, I think Gorham just didn't quite slide her feet as much when she's dribbling on the sideline like that. It's a tough call for the official, but I think it was the right call.
Seidel inbounds to Price on the left corner. She's guarded by Lawrence. One-handed pass over to Henningsen. She gets it knocked away by Slaughter. Slaughter will go up on the left side. This one's going to be contested. She stops, puts up a hook shot, and good. Slaughter demonstrating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shot right there.
It's not a bad shot there from Slaughter. She slowed down, got her footing, make sure she's very well balanced for that layup attempt, and it was a high percentage look.
Over to Smith now. Smith tries to find a cutting Price, but the Lynx with another steal. Gorham, one-handed baseball pass at the Slaughter, not quite there. Aggressive play by the Lynx, you like to see it.
Yeah, very aggressive, and Willis again on that on the defensive end, coming away with another steal, and you kind of saw Coach Crawford afterwards saying, slow down just a little bit. We don't need to keep forcing layups on transition. Let's try to get a few sets in.
Seidel will bring it up the floor here for the Red Lions. Gorham looking to get that steal again. Seidel dribbling over to Price. Lynx have forced the Red Lions way outside the three-point line. That ball goes off the foot of someone and goes to the Lynx.
That was a very tough call for the official. You could see them kind of looking at each other like, I don't know who it went off of. I thought it was off of you, but I guess that they're just saying last touch there by LCU.
Lynx with another great defensive possession. They've really logged some great possessions here so far. 27-17 is the score with 7:48. Baseball pass up to Montero again, but through her hands. It's a good look again, I think.
Yeah, it's right there. You just need to, just hold on to the ball. That's really all you need to do. It kind of went right through Montero's hands. She had one hand on it. Just catch it with two, turn, drop step, and that's an easy basket every time.
Seidel running point guard here for the Red Lions. Gorham picks her pocket. She'll go on the right side. Seidel, contact. No basket. On the ground first. Lynx are just causing some frustration fouls, really.
Yeah, I would say that's not even like a bad foul there from Seidel. She does not give up the shot. Not even send her into the line. Foul her before she gets up a shot, make us earn it on, off a set play.
Slaughter will inbound here for the Lynx. She gets it into Montero on the post. She puts it up, no good. And it gets knocked out of the hands of Montero. Now Price has it. She spins. She hands back off to McClure. Looks like an over and back, but I guess not. Seidel has it left wing. She lobs it into the post, and no one touches that one. Lynx ball.
Yeah, the Lynx are just playing such suffocating defense tonight. I haven't really seen them give this kind of energy on the defensive end yet this year, but man, they are looking good so far.
They're really turning points. They're getting their points really from defense.
Yeah.
A lot of breakaways.
Yeah, they're really only scoring in transition. Haven't really scored that much in the half court yet, which is kind of concerning. But if we can just keep scoring in transition like this, that'd be great.
Willis thought about a three, instead kicks out Lawrence at the free throw line. Almost banks it in. Ball loose. Still loose. Still loose. And a foul called on Willis as she was going for a loose ball.
It was a good job there from LCU, just boxing out, even on that pass. It was kind of a tip out off a rebound as an awkward play, but yeah, it's going to be a foul on Willis, which only her first with how aggressive she's playing is very surprising.
Yeah, she's played excellent defense, really smart player. She'll guard Smith. Smith goes that behind the back move she loves to use. She stops, bounce passes, almost taken away by Slaughter. Henningsen tries to get it away before traveling, but she throws it to Gorham now. Gorham will push it up. Goes up with the left hand and in. 29-17 is the score.
The scoop shot there from Gorham just, gathers it with one hand and just floats it right over the defense.
Smith, Willis picks her pocket momentarily, and a foul is called on Willis. Got a little too aggressive. Kind of looked like she high-fived the top of Smith's hand. It didn't look like a ton of contact, but...
Yeah, it was one of those moments where we definitely don't need a foul like that. Got a little bit of a comfortable lead here. Take it easy. If you don't get that initial steal, don't try to just keep reaching in trying to get that steal.
Keegan Lord checks in here for the Red Lions. Hand off to McClure. McClure looks like she got blocked and then got fouled afterwards. Yeah, and she will go to the line.
I don't even know. I think it was on the landing. The landing, really. They didn't really give her a landing zone. After the jumper, worried about, that's kind of the Kawhi Leonard rule now. Got to give the player space to land. Don't want any ankle injuries landing on feet or anything. So I think that's really what that call was for.
McClure gets the first one to bounce in. 6:23 to play here in the first half. Lynx leading 29-18 as McClure lines up her second free throw. That one is good. Spins in, and now Gorham will push it up for the Lynx. Gorham crosses over, now going right, looking to find a cutter. Bounce passes into Lawrence. Lawrence goes right with the hook shot. No, Montero, good positioning, puts it up. No, Smith has it. Good play there by Montero. Now trap put on, but a timeout called by the Red Lions. Good timeout taken.
Yeah, and really good heads-up defense from the Lynx. I mean, just trapping right after a missed shot. I haven't seen that one in a while, but I mean, it caused them to panic a little bit. That's what we want. We want them to panic when we get traps like that.
So a full timeout was taken, but we're going to stay here, talk this one through. So 6:05 left here in the second quarter. Lynx up 10. Adam, Shanice Willis is kind of the story here this first half.
Yeah, she's definitely been the player of the game so far. I mean, just getting hands in passing lanes. She's got at least four steals, you'd think, and a couple points on the other end. She's just being aggressive. I mean, that's something we needed on this Lynx team, and just we kind of come off flat sometimes. But Willis has played with an energy that we really, really needed.
The Lynx overall, just a great defensive performance so far. Most of their points are coming out of that transition because of turnovers.
Yeah, they have been playing great in transition, not being out of control on their drives either, which is really important. A lot of teams, just when they get that layup, they just attack, and then they throw up a wild shot, but not our team. We're jump stopping, getting nice on-balanced shots. I mean, that results in why we have a bigger lead.
Lynx send out Gorham, Willis, Slaughter, Montero, and Lawrence to start out of the timeout. So Smith will bring it up the floor, guarded by Willis. Gets the Coach K floor slap to get it started. Smith, Rosenberry now, dribbles over. Price, McClure. McClure goes right. Now Smith. McClure, a three-pointer from the left wing. No good, rebounded by Lawrence. Gorham has it now right side. She dribbles it up right-handed. No one really picking her up. She crosses over. Great bounce pass to Willis. Willis puts up a shot there. Back iron, no good. Montero with an offensive rebound. Kicks out Slaughter. Thought about handing it off there. Instead, she resets the offense here for the Lynx. Slaughter almost got a screen. Kicks it to Lawrence, who's in the post. She kicks it out. Gorham, open three-pointer from left corner. Front iron, out. Well, looked good there. Could not quite knock it down.
Definitely a good look there from Gorham. No one around her, so she could take her first three of the game. Just unfortunate, didn't get that one to go.
Shanice Willis almost picks the pocket of Smith again. Now McClure, she goes right. Kicks out. Lord, three, no. Now Willis has it on the right side. She'll push it up for the Lynx. She's driving. Crosses over. Pull up Jay from the free throw line. Swish. That one is clean.
I mean, Willis just, not forced anything. She had Lawrence kind of ahead. She could have tried to force that pass in there, but, decides no one's going to pick me up, so I'm just going to stop and pop from the free throw line.
McClure on the right wing. She gets a left-handed pass in. Tie up by Slaughter. Great play by Slaughter. It's the second time she's done that. Stepped up and gotten a jump ball.
She's got very active hands. When someone's driving like that, she's very smart, not reaching in particularly to get, a foul or a steal like that. Just trying to get her hands on the ball.
Santavia Grant will check in here for the Lynx, as will Mariel Wade. That'll send Lawrence and Willis to the bench. Great minutes from both players, Lawrence and Willis.
Yeah, and Wade getting her first minutes of the ball game. She's been starting, some games for the Lynx. And it's shocking to see that she didn't play at all in that first quarter.
Coach Crawford, it looked like she was sticking with the hot hand with Willis.
Yeah.
So here's Gorham now, right wing. She goes left. Puts up a finger roll. No, can't quite get it to go down. Grant and McClure tie it up. Good aggressive play there by both teams.
And a little bit of a warning by the official as well.
See, we've talked about it on prior broadcasts. That's a pride thing. Nobody wants to let go of the ball there.
Yeah, you never want to be the person that lets go of the jump ball, because that is basically saying that
it's a sign of weakness.
You won. Yeah, and that's you gotta hold on to the jump ball until the official really just breaks it up.
Smith goes left, and they'll call a foul on the floor beforehand, so it'll be Red Lions ball.
We're gonna shoot some free throws here as well, just because we're in the bonus now with the fifth foul of the quarter for the Lady Lynx.
Lincoln College basketball on WLNX and LCTV is brought to you by the United Way of Logan County, who asks you to join the United Way of Illinois Equity Challenge to gain a deeper understanding about the impact inequality has on our community. Because united, we can create a stronger community. Text 21-WEEK to 41444. Once again, text 21-WEEK to 41444. Both free throws good there for the Red Lions. 31-21 is the score with 4 minutes to play here in the second. Gorham brings it up the floor. Slaughter left wing now. Slaughter goes right. She gets the lane. She kicks Montero on the post. Montero puts it up. Basket counts.
And Montero's been very quiet as of late, but, it's a good find inside. knowing the contact's going to be there, she just takes it up strong through the contact, gets the bucket to go, and the foul.
Montero now looking to convert the old school three-point play here. 33-21 is the score. Make it 34-21. Lynx leading after the Montero and one.
I mean, her free throw shooting has improved very much, a lot from her freshman year. She was not a very good free throw shooter. Just has slowly improved every year to where she's kind of knocked down from the free throw line.
And they get Slaughter there on the elbow tap is what we'll call that one. On McClure, she drove to the basket, and she will go to the line now.
I mean, it sounded weird, though. He said elbow tap, but that's what the official did. He went to the scorer's table, and he said Slaughter and just kind of hit his elbow. So, I mean, I guess that's exactly what he meant.
Yeah, I don't think that's an official term or anything.
No, you're not going to see that in the book anywhere. Elbow tap, that's the official call. But
McClure's first free throw was good, but her second is not. 34-22, Lynx leading. Gorham pushes up the floor for Grant. Grant goes all the way to the basket. Over Smith, no good. Montero with the follow. Misses that. Padding her stats, puts it up and in.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Montero, she's got to get that offensive rebound in there. You got to get that second one in there as well before you make the jumper.
Smith goes right, bullies her way inside, and no fouls called, but the ball goes out of bounds off of the Lynx. 3:28 to play here in the second.
When Smith drives to the basket, it looks like she's very heavily leaning into the defender, and Gorham just kind of shrugged her shoulders like, I didn't do anything.
McClure wanted to shoot that corner three, did not. Smith goes the lane. Left-handed floater is good. You don't see that up very often off of the offhand, really.
Yeah, it was a nice play. It was just an easy basket.
Grant gets trapped, but she gets it out. Montero corrals it. Gorham thought about the three. She drives instead. A lot of contact there. No call. Smith pushes it up now. 3-on-3 break here. Smith slows it down. Bounce passes Seidel. Seidel pops the tray from the left corner. Bang! Drilled that one.
And she's got a very awkward-looking release, but I mean, that one hit the rafters and still went swish bomb.
Slaughter, Jay from Gorham, she does not hit anything on that shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough shot there from Gorham, and she's kind of signaling she wants to go to the bench. A little tired at that last exchange, but I mean, LCU, props to them staying in this one. I mean, cut it to a 9-point game, and they're very much in this game. They can cut it to, try to get it tied here before halftime.
Lynx leading 36-27 here in the women's game of Lincoln College versus Lincoln Christian University. Smith drives left. She gets her pocket picked by Slaughter. Slaughter now racing it up the floor, middle of the floor. She goes right and gets fouled. See who they give the foul to. But she will go to the line regardless, and they're going to call it on McClure, who I believe that's her third of the game.
That is her third foul of the game, which she's got to be careful. I mean, especially you don't want to pick up that fourth foul before halftime. I mean, three fouls at the half isn't very rare, but especially a person that plays that heavy minutes, you got to have her on the floor in crunch time in the ball game.
Slaughter's first free throw is no good. She has the second one coming here. Looking to push the lead to 10 here with 2:27 to play in the first half. Slaughter's second is good. That'll bring in the new players for both teams as Henningsen rechecks in for the Red Lions and Erica Martin checks in here for the Lynx.
And Erica Martin getting her first minutes of the ball game. I mean, Blessed Gatesy started this game for the Lynx, and she hasn't come in really since. And now we're going to see Erica Martin take a turn.
It's always great to see players check in with a smile on their face, as Erica Martin just did. She's happy to be out there. Three put up by Henningsen. Back iron, no good. Slaughter rebound. Slaughter on the left side. Slaughter crosses over. She thought about a three. She drives instead. Bounce passes. Tries to get a touch to Martin. She can't. Now Seidel slows it down over to Smith on the left side. She full court pass up to Henningsen, who puts up a shot. No good. Spins out. That was a tough roll. Wade now pushing it up for the Lynx. A lot of transition being played. Wade slows it down, drives, kicks. Grant hesitation move. Flournoy on the right wing. Lobs into the post for Martin. Martin power dribble to the right, puts it up, no good. Ball loose. Slaughter ends up with it. She puts up a shot, and that one's clean.
Yeah, it's a good effort there from the Lynx. Don't give up on the offensive rebound. They're going to come away with one there, and an easy putback there from Slaughter.
39-27 is the score with a minute 20 to play here in the second quarter. Lynx are leading. Cross town in Lincoln, and a travel from the high post by Lord. Ball going back to the Lynx.
that was one of those plays where as soon as she, picked up the ball and the official blew the whistle, she's like, yeah, I know exactly what I just did. It's definitely a moment we've all been there.
Sometimes as a player, you can kind of play it off. That one was one of those.
She's definitely like, I'm not getting away with this at all.
Slaughter will walk it up the floor here for the Lynx. She'll be picked up by Henningsen. Slaughter crosses over. Grant crosses over on Seidel, puts up a finger roll. Good, great move there by Grant.
And the scoop layup, I think of Steve Nash when I think of that layup and just, going kind of under the defense and flipping it up.
Seidel left wing three is up. No good. Martin with a rebound. Wade pushes it up. 3-on-2 break now. Bounce pass to Grant. Grant slows it down. Kicks out Flournoy. Open three from the right wing. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by Seidel. And she gets trapped. And they're going to get Martin on the foul there. She just didn't move her feet quite quick enough to not get called for that foul.
Yeah, especially for Martin, too. You got to just get back into the play. Don't try to pick up a steal 90 feet away from the basket. Just don't want to pick up a foul whatsoever right there.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Since 1953, Grau has been a family-owned and operated business committed to Lincoln and Logan County. Grau offers new and pre-owned Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac vehicles, and they have a complete service department that will be there for you long after the sale. Grau Chevrolet Buick at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln and at grauinc.com. Both free throws good there for the Red Lions. 41-28 is the score with 37 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Grant will bring it up the floor. Red Lions are going to trap. She gets it to Flournoy cross court. Flournoy, hesitation move, goes right. Gets it into Martin in the post. Power dribble, pump fake, puts it up, and good. Nice combination of moves there by Martin.
Yeah, Martin just doing a good job. Power dribble, shot fake, gets the defender in the air. Not going to be a foul there, but it was just a good play there from Martin in the post.
Slaughter picks the pocket of Smith. The jump ball is called. Nice defense there by Slaughter.
Seems like it's like the 30th jump ball that's been called in this game.
Well, we had 2 in the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, we literally jumped it and then immediately got a jump ball after that.
10 seconds here for the Lynx. Grant will run a quick set here for the Lynx. She hands off Slaughter. Slaughter's going to isolate, crosses over, hesitation, spins, puts up a floater. Good at the buzzer. Great shot by Slaughter to close out the half. 45-29 going into halftime. Lynx leading. Adam, great half of basketball being played.
Yeah, the best half I've seen us play all year, and it's just, wow, what a nice play there from Slaughter at the end of the shot clock, knowing exactly where she is at the floor and exactly how much time she has left. Calculates that move perfectly, spin move into the lane. She kind of got fouled as well. It either was going to go offensive or defensive. I think leaning more towards a defensive foul, but no foul called, which I'm okay with.
So we are going to take our halftime break. 45-29 is the score going into halftime. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes here for the second half. Make sure you're sticking with us. This is Lady Lynx basketball on WLNX.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I liked things to always be the same. Anything new or different would scare and upset me. I was very sensitive to lights and sounds. It was almost like I had bigger eyes and ears than everyone else. So I built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. I didn't like looking people in the eye. It made me feel uncomfortable. I'd throw big tantrums over little things like when my socks didn't match. Sometimes I'd do the same things over and over. Until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
You can see signs of autism in children as young as 18 months. Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
How do you have a breakthrough in randomness? I'm Dr. Lynn Pascarella, President of the Association of American Colleges and Universities. And today on the Academic Minute, David Zuckerman, professor in the Department of Computer Science at the University of Texas at Austin, details randomness and how algorithms and computers can make sense of it.
Randomness is amazingly useful in many areas. For example, the gold standard for medical research involves randomized controlled trials. My research focuses on randomness, computing, and algorithms, which are like recipes for computing something. Many randomized algorithms are faster than algorithms that don't use randomness. Scientists use random numbers to simulate complex systems such as the climate. Computer security is impossible without random numbers. On the other hand, generating random numbers seems difficult for a computer. This is because a computer appears the opposite of random, executing one instruction after the other in a predetermined way. For that reason, computers use ad hoc sources of randomness, such as timing intervals between keystrokes. However, such ad hoc random sources are really only a little bit random. It is therefore essential to improve the quality of the random source. Unfortunately, this is impossible with just one general low-quality random source. Recently, my former PhD student Ishan Chattopadhyay and I solved a long-standing open problem by introducing an algorithm that combines two low-quality random sources to create one high-quality random source. Previous attempts needed at least one of the two input sources to be of moderately high quality. Our algorithm, called a two-source extractor, allows us to produce high-quality randomness starting with exponentially lower-quality random numbers than known previously. Theoreticians consider our two-source extractor a breakthrough. It also gives a major improvement to an important mathematical problem in a field called Ramsey theory, which seeks to find structure even in random-looking objects. It will take time before our extractor is made practical, but already several researchers have built and improved on our ideas.
That was David Zuckerman of the University of Texas at Austin. You can find this, other segments, and more information about the professors at academicminute.org.
Production support for the Academic Minute comes from AAC and U, advancing liberal learning and research for the public good.
I wasn't prepared to be a caregiver to Mom. About a little over a year ago, we realized she couldn't take care of herself without our help. And, well, how could I not be there for her? I had no idea how hard it would be, and just what I would need to know. Things I never thought of, like how to improve her mood, and even for me, ways to stay positive. Luckily, I found the Caregiving Resource Center from AARP. It had articles about the basics that got me started, but also information about the hurdles I was facing in this new role. I could even connect with experts and hear from others who had been in my place. I know this road we're on isn't an easy one, but I'm really happy to have the extra help for her and for me.
Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving. Articles, tips, and tools to help you both care for your loved one and care for yourself. This message is brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education and to finish what I started to get my diploma. Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Replacing plastic tableware. I'm Randy Simon, and this is Earthwise, a look at our changing environment. Plastics have been described as the ubiquitous workhorse material of the modern economy, but their versatility, pliability, and durability comes at a heavy price to the environment. Plastic pollution is quite literally everywhere. Plastic debris and microplastic particles can be found in every corner of the globe, including the Arctic and Antarctic. The scourge of plastic pollution is driving scientists to create ecologically friendly alternatives. According to a paper recently published in the journal Matter, scientists have developed green tableware made from sugarcane and bamboo that doesn't sacrifice on convenience or functionality. This eco-friendly tableware could serve as a permanent replacement for plastic cups and other disposable plastic containers. Traditional plastic polymers, a product of petroleum, can take as long as 1,000 years to decompose in landfills. The new material only takes 60 days to break down. To create this material, scientists used bamboo and bagasse, also known as sugarcane pulp. Bagasse is one of the largest food industry waste products. The researchers wound the fibers together to form a mechanically stable and biodegradable material. They added an alkyl ketene dimer, an eco-friendly chemical, to increase the oil and water resistance of the material. There's another advantage. The green material's manufacturing process emits 97% less carbon dioxide than the process to make commercial plastic containers. The next step is to lower the manufacturing cost. While the cost of cups made from the green material is $2,333 per ton, traditional cups made from plastic are still slightly cheaper at $2,177 per ton. Earthwise is a production of WAMC. Find us on Facebook and listen anytime at WAMCpodcasts.org.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
Discover why Lincoln College is growing. Lincoln College offers a private education at a public university cost in a diverse, welcoming environment. Students enjoy personalized attention in the classroom as well as plenty of clubs and organizations to round out the college experience. With bachelor and associate degree options, generous scholarships, and now 4-year intercollegiate athletics, it's no wonder why students are choosing Lincoln College. LincolnCollege.edu.
And welcome back to Lincoln, Illinois, but not the Lincoln College arena. This is the Lincoln Christian University campus that we are at. Lincoln College up 45-29 here, getting ready to start the second half. Great half of basketball for the Lynx.
Yeah, I really haven't seen them play this good yet this year. I mean, maybe that Cardinal Stritch game, but I mean, we were so far behind in that game just because Cardinal Stritch went off from the three-point line. That's the only game I can really think of where we played this good. I mean, Willis has come off the bench and just played amazing. I mean, she has been the heart and soul of this team, it seems like, from the jump. When she came in the basketball game, she brought a different energy to the team where we have not looked back since she came in.
Yeah, the Lynx have looked really inspired on the defensive end. A lot of their points have come off of steals and turning over their opponent.
Yeah, I mean, just getting her hands in the passing lane. I mean, Gorham has had a couple steals as well where, I mean, it's just like LCU's kind of turning around looking for someone and just no one is open. They got to try to force something. and our girls are there, get the hand in the passing lane, and it's just a basket on the other end.
Yeah, we talked about in the pregame, the Lynx, if they wanted to win, they had to rebound, and they've done an excellent job of that. Price really has just been locked down on the rebounding aspect.
Yeah, I mean, she's playing a lot different than I thought she would play. I mean, she's playing a lot of guard for this LCU team. You know, when someone averaging 10 rebounds a game, you expect them to be in the post the whole time, but no, I mean, they need her to help break that press that the Lady Lynx have been playing. And it's just the defense for the Lynx has just been suffocating. They're creating a lot of turnovers. I kind of ragged on them at the end of the first quarter, said, like, you know, that press hasn't really resulted in that many turnovers, and then they proved me wrong. In that second quarter, they had so many steals off of that press, and it's just, we haven't looked back since. We're just looking like a very, very good team.
Yeah, the Lynx are on pace for 90 in this game, and really, they haven't made a three, really, that I can remember. Maybe a couple.
Yeah, I think Grant hit a three very early, and, you know, maybe Flournoy's hit one, but nothing out of the... I mean, we've gotten a lot of our buckets from the mid-range, which is kind of a lost art at this point. And, I mean, no one really shoots the mid-range jumpers anymore, but it seems like, you know, Gorham, that's her bread and butter shot. I mean, Willis as well. We haven't seen her play that much, but that mid-range jumper, she seems very, very comfortable shooting that.
Yeah, the Lady Lynx they haven't looked like they've wanted to shoot the three. They've settled for a lot of those mid-range shots, and fortunately, they're very good at making those.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, settling. We're not settling for threes. I mean, we're trying to get a better shot, and we're trying to get, you know, maybe Montero a touch inside or anything, trying to get the ball to go to the basket at an easier rate. And once you see one shot go in, then the confidence starts growing, and then those threes will start falling. I could see us probably taking a lot more threes in the second half when we have kind of a more comfortable lead.
Yeah, I would think the Red Lions are probably looking to pack in their defense a little bit more, trying to limit those interior looks that the Lynx have been getting.
Yeah, and on the defensive end for the Lady Lynx, I mean, they've been playing great of just letting them shoot from the outside. You know, we had, you know, Cedel just hit maybe one or two in that first half, but other than her and Rosenberg, I don't really think anyone has really made a three for them. So, I mean, they're just going to keep getting open looks because we're just going to keep letting them have open looks. We're not going to give up any layups inside.
Yeah, so for the Lynx to close out this game, what do they need to do in this half?
You know, I think they need to keep the foot down on the pedal, and, you know, just if they've been playing great, I want to see them finish a game playing the same way they started the game. It seems like we either start out really strong or we start out very flat coming out of halftime. So I want to see us play a whole game because that'll get the confidence boosting for the next game as well.
And all three of the tallest players the Lynx have, they have not played very much, really. We started with Blessing Casey, then Bancoli came off the bench, and then we ended the half with Erica Martin out there.
Yeah, it's not a game where they really fit in, you know. No one on LCU is very tall, and, you know, we thought that the rebounding would be a problem, but it hasn't been. So, I mean, we're controlling our own down there with just, you know, Montero, and then Lawrence as well has come in and played some great minutes.
So the Lynx will send out Willis, Jeter, a new entry, Slaughter, Grant, and Montero to start this second half, looking to pick up their second win on the season against their crosstown rivals. Rosenberry will get it on the right wing, set play, and a foul is called on a member of the Lynx. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a travel.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they called a foul that early. 3 seconds into the third quarter, already a foul.
Slaughter's first, nothing to really worry about yet. This is Price going left on Jeter. Jeter gets called for a foul. So chalk up 2 fouls in the span of 6 seconds.
Yeah, Lynx need to do a little bit better job. I mean, 6 seconds have come off clock, already 2 fouls. We're looking at bonus for the rest of this quarter.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln. Country Financial agents are members of their local communities, neighbors who lend a helping hand to local causes and community projects. And when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today with personalized insurance and financial services that can have an impact on your family's future. Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative, is located at 211 South McLean Street in Lincoln or at 217-735-9705.
Off the missed shot, there was 1 or 2 there for LCU, and then Lincoln College went back the other way. A ton of contact on a loose ball. You know, I think Rosenberg kind of got stepped in the face. It seemed like when no foul was called.
Here we have Grant inbounding for the Lynx. She'll get it into the first half star, Shanice Willis. Willis will go right, looking to set up the offense. Gets it into Montero on the post, triple team. She puts it up. A lot of contact again. in height, and she gets it over to Smith. Poked away by Grant. Grant will go on the right side. She'll lay up a finger roll, and that's good. 47-30 now with 9:15 to play in third.
Yeah, Grant, she started the game for us and then went out early and then really didn't see her for the rest of the half. So you're getting going here. Start of the second half.
Smith gets it over to Price. Price, floater from the free throw line. Can't quite bank that one in. Grant will push it on the left side now for the Lynx. She crosses over the middle of the floor. She races up past the entire defense, puts up a floater. Back iron, no good. Ball loose. Montero ends up with it. She puts it up, no good. Jeter, offensive rebound. She tries to put it up, and a tie-up between her and Henningsen. Great play there by both teams.
Yeah, it's a jump ball. Good effort there on the offensive glass there for the Lynx, but we cannot make a bunny. I mean, Montero has been kind of off this whole game. She has a few baskets, but I mean, she's missed quite a few easy bunnies down low.
McClure down in the post. She gets it knocked away by Jeter, but that'll go off a member of the Lynx and will stay with the Red Lions. 8:36 to play here in the third.
And also with McClure, she picked up 3 fouls in that first half, so she's really got to be careful out there. Do not want to pick up that fourth too early.
Here we have Henningsen, swings over Rosenberry. Rosenberry, left wing, dribbles over to the right, crosses over, kicks out. McClure thought about a three. She pump fakes, drives, double clutch from the free throw line, got it to go.
I didn't think that one was going to get up to the basket. It's a very flat line jumper.
Grant full court pass. Willis, three-pointer from the right wing, splash. Drills the money ball.
I mean, Willis again, open from three. She's got a really nice form of a jumper. I mean, just swish bomb.
Smith goes right. Willis looking to get her 97th steal of the game. Jeter guarding Price. Price crosses over. Over to Rosenberry in the right corner, trying to get a screen. Tries to go baseline to Montero, and they call a blocking foul. I don't know, Adam. That looked textbook defense to me.
That's such a weak call by the official. I mean, I don't like blaming the officials or anything, but I mean, come on. I mean, that like you said, textbook defense there from Montero, and just kind of bailed out LCU.
Smith gets baseline. She goes all the way to the basket. Lynx trying not to put the Red Lions in the bonus. Lets the easy layup go. 50-34 score in favor of the Lynx. Grant gets it over to the high post. Slaughter tries to get it in the post. A little too unselfish there.
Yeah, Slaughter had an open jumper pretty much from the restricted area, and just, you got to shoot that. You don't try to force anything inside. You have an easy floater look, so just put it up.
Grant gets it into Slaughter on the right corner. Slaughter dribbles it out towards the middle. She goes left, puts it up, no good. Montero offensive rebound, gets fouled. No continuation, unfortunately, but she gets the offensive rebound and then gets fouled. Lynx will inbound.
Yeah, it was a good take from Montero, getting the defender in the air before she decided to take that one up, but just unfortunately before the shot.
Grant gets it into Montero. Montero puts it up with the left hand, no good. Missed shot there. Price with the rebound. Price goes left, guarded by Grant. Grant providing a little bit of pressure. Smith catches it at the top of the key, goes left, puts it up left-handed, no good. And for the seemingly 140th time, another jump ball.
Yeah, it seems like every time, there's no fouls going to be called on that jump ball whatsoever. It seemed like there was a lot of arm contact either on the Lynx or the Red Lions. I mean, either or would have been fine to call a foul on.
Lynx do get possession. Willis has it. Gets it to Slaughter, top of the key, three-pointers. Bang! Drills another one. Lynx are just en fuego from the three-point line.
Yeah, like I said, I think we're going to have a lot more confidence shooting the three in the second half, and we have not. We've looked very good to start this third quarter.
McClure hops that, kicks out. Henningsen drills that one, three-pointer for the Lynx, the Lady Red Lions.
And like they have been the whole game, they're just hanging in there. The Red Lions just hanging in. They're just trying to cut down that lead as much as they can.
Grant goes right, gets it to Slaughter, guarded by Henningsen. Slaughter crosses over, puts her defender on skates, but Montero can't quite get the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Red Lions get the ball.
See Montero's face after she lost that one out of bounds. She's like, man, that would have been a great highlight, but just unfortunately lost that ball.
Slaughter with a killer cross there, got her defender
on
off
skates. That was definitely a killer crossover.
Now McClure drives right, pull up, gets that one to go. Leaping Leaner gets that one to drop.
Yeah, she's not on balance really whatsoever on those jumpers, and they're just barely sneaking over the rim.
Slaughter guarded by Price. Slaughter trying to get it into the post for Montero. She just picked up her dribble. She has nothing. Now Willis. Willis looking to get it to Jeter. Gets a screen instead. She goes left. Crosses over again. Loses it momentarily. Rips it out of the hands. Ball pops loose. Price has it. Price. Link's doing a great job of slowing Price down, but not for very long. Price now all the way up the floor, full steam, and she gets fouled by Jeter.
Yeah, it's another tough foul on the Lynx. I mean, we gotta do better. Just do not foul in transition or like at all. I mean, that's already our 4th foul. We were on pace there for about 10 in this quarter when we picked up 2 fouls in the first 6 seconds. But I mean, we've done a pretty good job of staying disciplined. But I mean, you can't bail them out when they're going to the basket like that. So yes, you need to make it a tough go for 2, but just go straight up. I mean, they're having a hard enough time finishing over our girls, so just don't bail them out with a foul.
Price's free throws are both good, and Autumn Gorham checks back in here for the Lynx, as does Seidel for the Red Lions. Red Lions looking for a spark offensively to get them back, truly get them back into this game. Full court pass by Grant to Willis. Left corner, she full court pass. Slaughter puts up the money ball. Front iron, no good. Willis rebounded, puts it up, no good, but she will go to the line. Great play there by Willis.
Yeah, I mean, it's what our girls have been doing all game. I mean, just when they get the ball inside, shot fake, get the person up in the air and then draw the foul. But that's really kind of the first time I remember us actually drawing the foul. So it'll be Willis going to the line for 2.
53-41 is the score. Lynx leading with 5:33 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Willis' first is good. Man, she's got a good-looking shot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, really nice rotation on the ball. And just kind of a picture-perfect form.
Second one is also good.
Very effortless, too.
Yes.
Just flicks it up there.
Smith guarded by Willis. Willis looking to get another steal. Smith gets it over. Wasn't looking. Ball loose. Jeter comes up with it, throws it up the court to Grant. Great play there by the Lynx, and a basket is good. 57-41 now. Defense is leading to offense. Now the Red Lions having problems getting it inbounds. McClure guarded by Gorham. She crosses over, keeps going left, behind the back, goes back right. Middle of the floor. She drives. They're going to get a hand check on Gorham. Officials not letting a lot of contact go there.
Yeah, and it's another foul. I mean, we cannot pick up this many fouls if we want this game to remain, so much in our favor. You're just letting them back in the game with free throws.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by your CBD store in Lincoln. CBD is found in industrial hemp plants and has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. They are located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
It was a 1 and 2 free throws there from McClure, and then off the offensive rebound as Henderson was called for the travel.
57-42 is the score. Lynx leading here at Lincoln Christian. It'll be McClure inbounding for the Red Lions. Full court press has been super effective here for the Lynx. Slaughter knocks it through the hands of Henningsen. Stays with the Red Lions. Great defense still.
Yeah, I mean, that suffocating defense is kind of resulting in a lot of like a panic. It almost seems like trying to get the ball inbounds. We're just hitting him away every time we try to get something in.
Here is Henningsen, loses it from Slaughter. Slaughter tries to save it, but ball goes out of bounds.
It's just that intimidation factor. No matter where they go, we have a lady right there ready to poke the ball out of bounds or poke it free. They always have to be on their heels, and the Red Lions do. It's always going to be there.
McClure finds an open Smith in the post, and she puts it up and in. 57-44 now. Lynx still leading.
Definitely a defensive breakdown right there. Just too easy of a bucket off the inbound.
Gorham, three-pointer from the right wing. No good. Ball still loose. Smith ends up with it. She goes right. 2-on-2 break. Willis gets the shoulder lowered into her, but gets called for the blocking foul.
If she didn't fall like that, it might have been a clean strip there for Willis. Who knows? But the fouling has just been ridiculous here in the third quarter. I'm not saying that we are not fouling, because we definitely are. A few of them have been fouls, but we just need to be smarter on the defensive end. Stay disciplined.
Smith will go to the line here for a couple of free throws. Her first is short. Lynx still up 13. As Price will check in here for the Red Lions, as does Kalia Montero for the Lynx. And they will decide not to let the subs come in yet.
Off the bonus like that, they have to wait for both shots, I guess. As we saw that last game where it's like, why can't they let the players check in after the free throw?
So Smith goes 1 for 2 from the line there. As Henningsen will sit down here for the Red Lions, as does Shanice Willis. Grant will bring it up the floor here for the Lynx. Gorham left side crosses over, and they're going to get a official's timeout.
The shot clock did not start.
Yes, so they will get that set. 57-45 is the score still.
Shout out to our good friend Jake Berglund running the shot clock tonight for LCU, so that one's definitely on him.
Yeah, he's telling us it's going to be a perfect shot clock before the game.
Perfect game from him, beforehand. We're definitely going to have to talk to him about that one afterwards.
Everyone makes mistakes. Grant floater, no good. Rebound Montero, and she gets fouled.
Every time Montero touches in the post, she just gets clobbered. I mean, every time off of a rebound.
Usually she's able to get at least a shot up and then get fouled. Today it's just been she gets the rebound and then gets fouled. Grant off of the screen puts it up. Oh, can't quite get it. Just left it a little bit too short. Rosenberry. She gets fouled by Flournoy. Lynx looking a little confused as to what they're kind of supposed to do defensively.
Yeah, I mean, none of this was getting called in the first half, so... I mean, I would be frustrated, too. I mean, we just got to kind of play this hands behind our back defense, and hopefully they don't call blocking fouls on us.
So Rosenberry will go to the line here for the Red Lions, looking to trim the deficit. He does so with the first free throw. 4:18 to play here in the third quarter. Lynx still leading. Second free throw from Rosenberry. Got every part of the backboard and the rim and went in.
Yeah, 10-point game now. I mean, like I said, LCU just hanging in there.
Flournoy stepped out of bounds. Coach Crawford pleading with the official saying, hey, my girls are getting bumped too. That's a foul.
Yeah, I mean, they got to call it on both sides just because the other team is losing. Doesn't mean they should get automatic, fouls called for them.
Smith will get it in. Almost got a screen from Price. So Smith guarded by Flournoy. Gets it over Seidel, guarded by Grant. Grant playing some suffocating defense. Seidel goes down. Grant will pick it up. Ball goes loose, and a loose ball foul called on McClure. That'll be his fourth, or her fourth, excuse me.
Yeah, definitely surprised that wasn't called a foul on Grant. There was a lot of contact, but it was good defense. She just ended up tripping. Good heads-up play there from Grant, just not just playing it like it was a foul on her, just kind of picked the ball up and went for it.
Gorham will inbound to Grant. And the Lynx will bring it up the floor. Up 10. Grant, nice crossover, kicks out. Gorham almost had the three, just pass a little offline, wasn't set for that one. Flournoy crosses over twice, goes left, puts up a wild shot. Ball gets tipped out, Seidel has it. Seidel, four-court pass, blocked by Gorham there. Smith now still has it for the Red Lions. Adam wanted a double dribble. And Price goes baseline, puts it up, and she gets fouled by the Lynx.
I mean, this has really resulted in the longest third quarter of all time. I mean, it's another foul for the Lynx. I know it stops at 5 fouls.
I believe that's the 7th of the quarter.
It might be more than that, too, Spencer. I mean, it seems like we've been in the bonus since probably the 7-minute mark of the quarter, and only 4 fouls on LCU.
Price's first is good. Red Lions slowly chipping away at this lead here via free throws, really. Montero will inbound after the second free throw is good by Price. 57-49 the score. Up to Gorham on the corner. She drops Price on the crossover, I think. I don't really know. Slaughter, Flournoy wide open. Thought about a three, does not shoot it. I think Gorham wanted another chance at the three-pointer, didn't. Slaughter, right wing, backs out with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Isolating Price, gets a screen from Montero. She goes right, puts it up with the right hand, and good. Nice play there by Slaughter.
So good at that hesitation move as Slaughter just just hesitation right around the defender.
Henningsen tried to stop and pop, did not go. And then the Lynx foul again. So that will send another shooter to the line for the Red Lions.
I'm really curious to see how many possessions we've gone without fouling.
I would say 0 in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every time Lincoln Christian goes down the floor, they get a foul called for them. I'm not saying that we're definitely fouling them. I will give them that. We are being way too aggressive with a lead that we do, but I mean, you could be aggressive without being aggressive. That kind of sounds weird, but I just go straight up with a jumper. I mean,
Rosenberry makes 1 of 2. Lynx still up 9. Grant up the sideline to Gorham all the way to Flournoy. Lynx doing that nice out-of-bounds play. Gorham thought about a 3. Flournoy, a lot of time in the corner, puts it up. No good. Montero almost came up with a signature offensive rebound. Now Smith will push it up the right side. Lynx with great transition defense, stops the break. Smith almost gets it knocked away by Slaughter. Price kicks out, tipped out by Grant. And they're saying it. Yes, okay, it did go off. The other official here thought it went off of Seidel and originally called it Lynx ball.
Yeah, that was definitely the right call.
Yes,
definitely the right call of giving LCU the ball.
Seidel inbounds to Smith, guarded by Gorham. Smith bounce passes to Price. Price gets run off the line. She puts it up. No good. Montero, great defense there. Now Slaughter will push it up here for the Lynx. She slows down, goes behind the back. Thought about that step-back three-pointer, decides not to. Over to Flournoy in the right corner, guarded by Price. Flournoy, post entry to Montero. Montero backs down her defender, puts it up and in. That's easy money for Montero.
That's just bully ball inside by Montero. Just one power dribble, just goes right to the basket. Easy layup.
Smith being hounded by Gorham. Now Seidel guarded by Grant. Goes right. Bounce passes into the high post for Price. Price thought about the mid-range. Kicks out instead. Seidel, a three-pointer with the kooky form. No good there. Now Slaughter pushing it up the floor. Up to Grant. Unselfish play there, and she can't quite handle it. Now, it's a couple of times now that Slaughter, she's being a little too unselfish, I think.
Yeah, I think Slaughter, I mean, she too had wide open lane. I mean, it was just Grant was in front of her, so she tried to lead it ahead, but no one was stopping Slaughter. I think she just should have taken that one. It would have resulted in an easy 2.
Or at least go with the chest pass. The bounce pass is really hard to corral on the same side of the floor there. Seidel on the right wing, guarded by Gorham. Seidel goes left, gets a screen, gets trapped, finds Smith on the left side, guarded by Grant. Smith might have gotten away with a little bit of a push-off there. Now Henningsen gets cut off. Seidel on the left sideline. She goes right to the lane, puts up a scoop shot. No good. Flournoy, great rebound by the Lynx. Now Flournoy will push it up. Very even break. One-handed bounce pass to Slaughter. Tough pass. Great finish by Slaughter. Finished the highlight right there. Excellent play there by the Lynx. 63-50.
Yeah, it was a great pass, from Flournoy, and then Slaughter just, like I said, balance, high volume shot. I mean, just easy.
Lord now, and a off-ball foul is called, and Rosenberry will go to the line for the Red Lions.
Yeah, I mean, Gorham is very frustrated. That's her 4th foul, so I mean, she's got to be careful. And I mean, there's a lot of confusion here. No one down for the Lynx in the last block. I mean, Coach Crawford's trying to get an explanation too. I mean, what does she want our girls to do? I mean, we're playing aggressive. I mean, we don't want to give up a wide open pass, but I mean, at some point, I mean, we just got to back off of them. They're going to call it close, especially in the second half. So just going to have to get used to it.
It's rare that you see the offensive player, usually who's making the cut, go flying backwards. But Rosenberry makes both free throws. So I guess ball doesn't lie. Gorham now with 4 fouls. 63-52 is the score. Lynx leading with 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Flournoy gets it into Gorham. Gorham pull up Jay from the free throw line. She does not hit anything. It's actually a pass to Montero. That one actually could have been a pass.
Yeah, was it a planned pass? We don't know, but it was right in the breadbasket for Montero.
Grant strips the pocket, and Seidel with a good foul there for the Red Line stops the easy break. And Grant will go to the free throw line.
And you see Coach Crawford, before they called that foul, she stood up like, you better call that one or else we're going to have a problem. And they do fortunately call it for Grant.
Price will check back in here for Seidel, who picks up her 4th. So both number 3s for each team with 4 fouls, Gorham and Seidel.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Gorham is still in the game. I mean, I think, especially with Willis on the bench, we can definitely bring her back in, and she can play some good minutes. I mean, she doesn't want to pick up that 5th foul, especially at the end of the 3rd quarter or beginning of the 4th.
Grant's second free throw is good. 66-52 now with 24 to play in the 3rd quarter. Smith gets it into Rosenberry. Smith will handle the ball. She walks it up, picked up by Gorham. Smith goes right. Goes behind the back. She drives left now. Stops. Turnaround jumper is good with 10 seconds to play in the 3rd. Now Gorham will push it up the floor here for the Lynx. 6 seconds. Gorham crosses over, drives the lane, kicks out over the head of Flournoy. Almost had a second buzzer beater for the 2nd quarter in a row. But instead, it's turned over by the Lynx, and the Red Lions will get a chance for a last shot with 2.5 seconds to play.
Yeah, this is one of these possessions for the Lynx. I mean, you got to be up in the backcourt. You don't want to let them roll the ball in and, get a volleyball line shot.
At the same time, you can't foul here. Rosenberry puts up a half-court shot. No good off the backboard. And we will take a break here in between quarters. Make sure you tune back in. This is Lincoln College basketball on WLNX.
Now is the time for change. Now is the time to learn with and from each other. Now is the time to take action. Join your neighbors for the United Way of Illinois Equity Challenge to gain a deeper understanding about the impact inequality has on our community. Because united, we can create a stronger community. We accepted the challenge. Will you? Text 21-WEEK to 41444 to learn more.
CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
And welcome back inside the Thomas A. Gaston Arena as the Lady Lynx are in their crosstown rivalry matchup between the LCU Red Lions and the Lincoln Lynx. Lincoln Lynx up 66-54 right now. About to start the 4th quarter. Adam, another great quarter of play, but a little bit sloppier.
Yeah, definitely we got off the wrong foot with picking up those 2 fouls. I think 3 seconds went off the clock. So, I mean, it was not going our way to begin the quarter. But then, we stayed in there. We held our lead. Going 12-point lead to go into the fourth quarter is something to marvel at.
Henningsen inbounds to Smith as the Red Lions down 12, trying to claw their way back into this game. Henningsen back to Smith, over to Rosenberry. Smith, top of the key. Rosenberry, left wing. Smith, top of the key. Now, three-pointer up by Henningsen. Front iron, no good. Montero with the rebound. She gets it up to Willis. 2-on-1 break now. Willis and Grant. Willis, Euro steps, puts it up on the left side. No good. And followed by Nishala McDonald, the new entry for the Lynx, getting her first minutes of the year. As Smith brings it up the floor for LCU. Now Rosenberry back to Smith on the right wing. Directing the offense. Rosenberry, left wing. Slaughter knocks it out of bounds. How many times has Slaughter knocked it out of bounds today? She's just reading it excellent.
Yeah, it's just that intimidation factor. I mean, you cannot pass it when she's in the area. I mean, she's going to get her hand on it no matter what. It's either going to result in a steal or just go out of bounds like we just saw.
Rosenberry will inbound in front of the LCU bench to get this possession reset here for the Red Lions. Smith now middle of the floor. 2-3 zone now for the Lady Lynx. Down into the post for Lord. McDonald picked up her first foul there. Lord looks a little shaken up. That's a good foul then.
Yeah, I mean, don't want to give up the easy two. At the same time, we don't want to come down the same path that we just finished third quarter with. And, I mean, just stay straight up. I mean, she is very tall. I mean, she's probably around 6'1", 6'2". Just go straight up. I mean, it's going to be tough enough for her to get the shot over her arm.
Lord's first free throw is good. And she will get ready for her second. Lynx up 11. Though that lead will stay the same. Offensive rebound by Price. Ball is still loose after another missed shot. Offensive rebound. 2 offensive rebounds off of that. Price goes left. Puts up a floater over McDonald and gets it to go. Tough shot by Price. Slaughter will run it up the floor here for the Lynx. Red Lions trying to trap on that corner. They just can't seal it off. One-handed pass gets tipped. Shanice Willis, three-pointer from the left wing. Bingo!
I mean, she's hit it all game long. Every time we need a basket, she's been the one we've gone to. I mean, just another clutch corner three for Willis.
69-57 is the score. Lynx leading with 8:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Smith goes left. Crosses back over. Goes to Lord in the post. She pump fakes. Doesn't put up a shot. Smith, really awkward shot there. Does not go. McDonald rebound. And Slaughter will push it up the floor here for the Lady Lynx. One-handed baseball pass. Willis was not looking to travel that much farther into the corner. However, she had been there. It was probably another open three.
Yeah, it was a good look there from Slaughter. Just don't need to force it at this time. I mean, just dribble the ball up the floor. See if you can get a nice set on offense.
Now Smith, the point guard for the LCU Red Lions, bringing it up the floor. She's met by the 2-3 zone of the LC Lynx. She tries to get it in the high post. Montero now with the steal as it went through the hands of Price, I believe, at the high post. Slaughter acting as the point guard for the Lady Lynx. Walks it up the floor. Gets the play called to her from Crawford. Coach Crawford gets Michelle McDonald a touch on that play, and McDonald converts.
It's always good to see that. The player doesn't really get a lot of minutes, and McDonald just gets that nice, easy touch, gets the bench really back into the ball game.
And Smith gets called for a travel. I thought it could have been a foul there.
Yeah, definitely could have been an offensive foul. There was a lot of shoulder into Grant, and LC's going to take a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout as well. Lynx leads 71-57 right here on WLNX.
State Bank of Lincoln is now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, sharing a commitment to the communities that they serve. By combining their strengths, they'll be able to offer additional products, services, and locations, while still providing you the community banking experience that you expect. Their commitment to a personal service continues. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Lincoln, Illinois, as the Lady Lynx have traveled across town to face the LCU Red Lions. We're just coming out of a timeout with 7:35 to play here, as the Lady Lynx look to seal their second victory of the season.
We've been playing great here in the second half as well. A little bit more sloppy, but I still like our energy on both ends of the floor.
It's really been fouls that have been the biggest problem for the Lynx in the second half. Slaughter gets trapped, crosses over, breaks it. Nice little move there. Gets both defenders. Tries to get into Willis in the post, but it gets tipped away. Now McClure with 4 fouls for the Red Lions, pushing up the floor. She gets it to Smith in the center of the floor and slows it down for the Red Lions. McClure. Smith, top of the key, gets the post entry to Price. Up, fakes. Does not get that one to go. And now Slaughter will bring it back up the floor here for the Lynx. Up 14. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Slaughter looking to get McDonald a post touch. She throws it a little too high there. Really trying to take advantage of that size differential there.
She had the seal off, just didn't quite get a hand on the pass.
And Coley will look to check in at the next dead ball here for the Lynx. McClure now left wing. Smith will dribble over to the right side, trying to get the open shot for McClure. Good defense there by the Lynx to make sure that doesn't happen. And it looked like good defense by McDonald, but I guess they will tag her with the foul.
Yeah, it was good defense, and then she kind of hit her hands right at the last second at the ball. I mean, just can't do that. You gotta just stay straight up. Just keep your hands up. I mean, like you said, her reach is very high up there. I mean, it's gonna be hard enough to get it over her hands.
Bancoli checks in for Montero, as Rosenberry's first is no good. So Bancoli and McDonald both check in at 6'2". Mm-hmm. So a very large size differential in terms of height for the Lady Lynx now. Big advantage. Rebounded by McDonald right there.
We should have no problem getting on the glass here in this fourth quarter with the height advantage we have.
Here's Grant. She goes right, trying to get a post touch to Slaughter. And now Willis will catch it at the top of the key. They'll reset the offense. Gets a 4-wide set. Gets a screen to McDonald, does Willis. Willis, Slaughter. Slaughter on the left wing. Dribbles, goes right. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Has to put up a shot. Doesn't quite get it. Bancoli, offensive rebound. Doesn't get that. Padding her own stats again. Doesn't get that one to go, but does get fouled. And she will go to the line.
That was a very impressive rebound there from Bancoli. That one was kind of a low beamer off the rim. She caught it one-handed and then just went up with that same hand. And then, yeah, like you said, didn't get her foul to go, but got her own miss, of course, and then she gets fouled.
About 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter as Bancoli drills her first free throw. 72-57 is the score now with the Lynx leading. Bancoli will get her second shot here after getting a nice couple of offensive rebounds. Second one is good as well. Her free throw shooting is looking a lot better since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely gotten a lot better, just as well as Montero, just being reliable there from the free throw line.
Seidel thought about a three, but Smith will swing over McClure. She thought about a three. She'll drive instead. Gets it knocked away by Willis. Willis will push it up the floor on the right side. She puts it up and in. McClure looked like she was going to hack and then decided not to, as she had 4 fouls and decided not to foul out.
And Willis might be up to, at least a double-double by now with steals and points. I mean, she might have quite a few rebounds, too.
Left-handed layup is no good by Price, and now Slaughter will bring it up the floor here for the Lynx. She'll push it up on the left side. Gets it into Bancoli in the post. Bancoli puts it up left-handed and good. Lynx really starting to stretch the lead now out to 20.
Yeah, you got to reward the post player if they're running the floor, and that's exactly what Bancoli did. She got the rebound and then just went right to the basket, just trying to get an open layup.
Smith bounce passes to Price. Price pump fakes, puts it up over the 2 posts for Lincoln, but Bancoli gets the rebound. That's just the height right there. You're forcing a more difficult shot.
Yeah, especially if you tip it up to yourself as well when you're well above everybody else.
Slaughter trying to get Bancoli to get a post touch. Grant lobs it in to Bancoli. She puts up the shot. She just passes it off the rim to McDonald, and she puts it in.
I mean, McDonald didn't jump on that rebound. Just went right up and in. Playing pretty much a completely different game here in the fourth quarter, just really pounding the ball inside.
McClure gets the corner 3 to Rosenberry, but she does not knock that one down. Slaughter will push it up the right side of the floor for the Lady Lynx. Slaughter, hesitation, crossover, step back, 3. No good there. Great play by McDonald not to go over the back there. You don't always see that from people that don't get a ton of minutes sometimes. Here's Seidel. She puts up the shot. Really aggressive take on Slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what Slaughter's doing there. I mean, don't want to pick up the foul. Let's go straight up. Don't want to stop the clock. I mean, 4 minutes left in the game. Don't want to pick up any silly fouls. And she kind of did there with kind of that swatting action.
So that'll bring in Wade Weathersby and Erica Martin, getting her second appearance in tonight's game. As the Lynx are up 79-57 with 4:10 to play. Seidel's first free throw is good. Lincoln looking excellent tonight.
Yeah, haven't seen them play this good of a game. And, I mean, they're really getting rewarded on both ends when playing really hard on defense. That's resulting in the points on the other end.
Nice transition play there by the Lynx. They get it all the way up the sideline. Erica Martin can't quite get that one, but tips it enough to allow Weathersby to corral it. Wade pops the tray from the right wing. No good. Erica Martin with a beautiful rebound there. Puts it up. Not quite. Gets an offensive rebound. Puts it up. Yes. The Lincoln Lynx are just looking to really miss the first free throw, get the offensive rebound, and then make the next one. Get that extra rebound.
Yeah, and, I mean, with Martin, I'm not sure why she is... I'm not sure why she is taking that dribble. And, I mean, it's setting up for just a steal every time. But, I mean, good for her. She's getting the basket to go.
81-59 is the score. We're going to stay here. 3:43 to play here in the fourth quarter. Lincoln just excellent. They've just done everything right tonight.
Yeah, you haven't seen them really collapse at all. I mean, the fouls in the third quarter are really the only thing we really need to worry about going into the next game. And other than that, we've been playing a pretty perfect game. 81 points, chance to get 90, maybe even 100 if we really score the ball well in the next 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, Lincoln was on pace to score 90 at halftime with 45 points in that first half. We'll see if they can crack that mythical 3-digit mark here.
I mean, I think we just need to keep going inside to Bankole and Erica Martin, who checked in. I mean, they have good touch down low, and even when they do miss, they usually get their own rebound. So, I mean, where it's just second, third, fourth, fifth opportunity on the offensive glass, it seems like sometimes. Just need to take advantage of the height advantage when we have it.
Lynx will send out Weathersby, Flournoy, Wade, Bankole, and Martin to start this last little stretch here of the game. Smith dribbles right, 2-3 zone, run by the Lynx, gets it into the post. Great defense by Bankole, just goes straight up. Thrown at the feet of Weathersby. Now the Lynx will push it up the floor. 3-on-3 break. Weathersby floats it up and in. 83-59 is the score.
It all starts on the other end with that great defense for Bankole. Just going straight up, just making her height known and just forces into a bad pass.
Seidel puts up a three from the left wing. Front iron, no good. Ball's loose. Weathersby corrals. Weathersby gets Seidel on her hip. Now she goes up the middle of the floor. She goes left. Nice shovel pass to Bankole, puts it up and in. Beautiful. Put it on Sports Center if you want. Gorgeous pass there.
Just the dump-off pass, just going right through the defender, right into the pocket of Bankole.
McClure, high post entry. Now Price goes left, kicks out. Flournoy read that one all the way, and she now goes up the floor. Lynx just excellent running. Great pass to Weathersby, and it goes off the leg of someone. They're going to call Weathersby. And now, Blessing Casey will check back in here for the Lynx, sending Bankole to the bench.
Yeah, swapping height for height. When Casey comes in, Bankole sits down. I mean, we have a very good rotation of very tall girls on our team, and it always seems like someone is there.
New entries here for the Red Lions as Shanna Moffitt checks in, as does Lord. And Henningsen rechecks in for the Red Lions. So Seidel will walk it up the floor here for the Red Lions. McClure, Seidel, middle of the floor. Back to McClure on the left wing, guarded by Flournoy in that 2-3 zone. That's proven so effective today. Seidel, over-the-head pass. A little too high for McClure, and it goes out of bounds. Lynx ball.
And the hands from Smith on the bench there, catching that one one-handed.
Here is Weathersby bringing it up the floor. Red Lions in the 2-3 zone of their own. Flournoy lobs it into the post for Martin. Martin, power dribble, jump ball. Good call there. Great defense there by the Red Lions.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of bringing it down, as Erica Martin just did. I mean, it creates an opportunity for smaller players out there to just get her hand on the ball.
Weathersby can't get that three-pointer to go. Henningsen tracks that one down for the rebound. McClure now will bring it up the floor for the Red Lions. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. 85-59 is the score. Lynx leading, looking to close out this second win of their season. McClure out of Seidel's range there. Goes out of bounds, Lynx ball.
That's another turnover for the Red Lions. Kind of in the story of the game for them. I mean, they have not been very sharp on the offensive end. The Lynx defense, very suffocating.
Weathersby will bring it up the middle of the floor. The good tempo here for the Lynx. Gets it over Wade. Flournoy looks a little uncomfortable out there. Casey, nice spin move to the left hand. Puts it up and in.
I mean, that drop step, that was one of the best moves I've seen. I mean, that was picture perfect. And just really good footwork down there from Casey.
Yeah, it looked like Tim Duncan out there. Beautiful, beautiful drop step there. McClure brings it up the floor for the Red Lions. Seidel on the right wing. Top of the key now, McClure. Seidel sags off into the high post for Hennings. Blocked from behind, but a foul is called. Lord will head to the free throw line for the Red Lions now.
Yeah, Erica Martin just got on the wrong end of that one. She was definitely beat, and there was a wide open layup, but decides to just reach over and try to get the block. Just let them have the basket at this point.
Lord's first free throw is good for the Red Lions. Cracks them at 60 now. Her second free throw. Off the front iron, no good. Ball is still loose. Couple of players end up with it. And a travel is called by Henningsen. I think she remembered as she stood up that she hadn't dribbled yet.
Yeah, another one of those calls. As soon as she did it, she knew exactly what she did.
That's another one of those. You can't really get away with that one no matter what you do. Weathersby spins, goes right, Flournoy. Flournoy drives baseline, a lot of contact. The foul is called on the defense. We'll see who they officially hit the foul with, and that's Henningsley will get that one. So 87-60 is the score with 1:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Lady Lynx looking to get their second win on the campaign. More than likely they will do so. Flournoy, deep three, no good. Casey with the rebound. Power dribble from the free throw line, and good. Beautiful touch there.
That was like a flip shot. I mean, she just kind of dribbled that one into a jumper, just like a floater from the free throw line.
It looked like one of those shots you take in 21 where you're kind of locked down on defense. Seidel three-pointer from the right wing is no good. Ball loose. McClure, good offensive rebound. She crosses over, momentarily loses it. Good defense by Flournoy. McClure, tough take. She can't quite get it to go. Almost saves it. 89-60 to score with 36 seconds left. Back to that Casey shot. She's had a couple of those free throw line jumpers. They look good.
Yeah, they look really good. I mean, just anything she can get.
Flournoy now on the right wing. Left-handed pass to Wade. Wade kind of loses the handle on it. She drives the lane, puts it up. No foul is called, and the ball goes out of bounds. Shot clock is turned off with 21.4 to play. The Lynx leading by 29. McClure brings it up the floor for the Red Lions. McClure bounce passes over to Seidel. She dribbles left, hounded by Flournoy into the high post for Henningsen. Henningsen loses it, and they call a foul there. Bold strategy. 89-60 the score as Henningsen will go to the line for a couple free throws with 2.6 seconds to left in this game.
Yeah, no need to foul there. And, I mean, just let them shoot it. I mean, at this point of the game, we know we're going to come away with the win. Just, one basket's not going to do us any harm. Just don't foul in that kind of situation.
Henningsen's first free throw is good, as is her second. And I would assume that closes the scoring. And it will. Lady Lynx 89, Lady Red Line 62. Lincoln picks up their second win on this campaign. Excellent win, just up and down, across the board, really. Offense, defense, everything.
It's exactly what we needed, and it definitely is going to put us on the right track. We haven't seen our girls play like this yet, and, I mean, this is definitely something we're going to have to really work on. I mean, not really work on, because we played pretty perfect game. I'd like to see the fouls get a little better. I mean, don't want to foul too much in that third quarter. Just too many. We're bailing them out too much. But Shanice Willis, definitely player of the game for me. She played great. Played out of her mind, really. I mean, just every steal that she got, just handing the pass lane, just forcing everyone into tough situations.
Yeah, for it being her first game of the season, really, she just tore it up, played a lot of great minutes, just across the board, Lynx, up and down, awesome offense and defense.
Yeah, our next broadcast of Lincoln College basketball will be on Wednesday, the 27th, when the Lynx men's and women's team take on St. Francis. Our broadcast will air on LCTV. That broadcast time is at 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. On behalf of the entire crew and my broadcast partner, Spencer Davis, this is Adam Hoffman. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes or so before the men's game starts. This is Lincoln Lynx basketball on WLNX.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and in, and it's good! Lynx win! Lynx win! Lynx win! Lynx just won the AIA Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grouse Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Your CBD store on Broadway, just off the square in Lincoln. The State Bank of Lincoln, now a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. The Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative. The United Way of Logan County. And by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.